It's now time for our fourth interview of the show, and it is with Connor, who's an RX Radio reporter and who tested positive for the coronavirus back in May. Subsequently, his brother Cole, who's also an RX Radio reporter, tested positive. Today, Connor is going to be sharing his experiences with the pandemic, and we'll also be talking to his mom a little bit later on. Connor, thank you so much for joining me this morning, and welcome to RX Radio Breakfast.
Morning, thank you for having me on the show, not there physically, but via call. It's good to be back and talk again.
Yes, that was going to be my first question. What is it like being back on air on RX Radio and not having been on RX Radio for so long?
It feels good because I miss the friends, the company of my friends, our show that we have, me and Umar, talking to people, their life story and how they handle their illnesses or disabilities.
Oh, it's cool to hear that you're missing RX Radio, and hopefully we can be back in studio soon. So, starting off with this story, Connor, how did you find out that you had COVID-19?
My parents were first tested and they were positive. Then my sister and I, we were tested after that, and then we were also positive, and Cole was positive. We found out that he was positive when he was in hospital. So I'm not sure how it really, who contracted it first, but it started from my parents and then my siblings and I caught it.
And then what process did you have to follow once you tested positive with quarantining and isolating or going to hospital? How did that work?
We were first isolated at home for the 14 days, and we stayed at home for about 2 weeks to make sure that we don't spread the virus to anyone else or further. And the company that we had at home, all five of us at home, we helped each other out, and we started feeling better together. So yeah.
And now we know that Cole has a condition. Can you tell us a bit more about this?
So Cole has cystic fibrosis. It's an illness that affects the lungs and his pancreas, and his lungs are weak, so he can't do as much things that me and my sister does because he can't handle being in cold weather for long, or he has to keep his chest warm and healthy.
And so how did contracting COVID-19 affect Cole, seeing as he has this pre-existing condition?
So he went to hospital at first for about 10 days, and he was there and he was on oxygen. We were a bit worried because people with lung illnesses or diseases will catch it quicker, and we prayed and we came together and we motivated him so that he can and fight the illness with us.
Well, Connor, sounds like your family has definitely been through a lot, but you've come through it. So what would you say to keep people motivated and strong if someone related to them or someone they know contracts the virus? What would you say to them to stay motivated?
That you must please stay home because it will help. If you feel ill and you think that you have COVID, stay home so that you can protect your other family members and you won't let them contract the illness as well, so that they can stay safe. And you must never give up because it is a hard thing, because it's like worse than a flu, but you must just stay positive and do all the necessary things to stay healthy.
Well, Connor, thank you so much for joining me in the show today. It's been great having you on. We're going to be talking to your mom in just a little bit, so thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.